everyone, I'm Natalie, aka the Vegan Veteran. Apologies that I've not posted for a couple of weeks. I've been a bit busy. I've started a new job remotely, so been a bit preoccupied with that. But I wanted to post today. I'm conscious that I haven't put anything out in a little while. And I'm going to talk today about vegan sun care. A few people have asked me about that recently. And, you know, obviously where lockdown's kind of eased in the UK, as I know it has in many countries, I guess most of us still aren't exactly booking our holidays abroad, but the weather here has been really changeable and really quite hot at points. I know actually I was out last weekend and got caught out and got a little bit burnt on my forehead. So I think sometimes in the UK we tend to forget that we can get sunburn here, but it is important obviously to make sure we have these products, and there are lots of great vegan sun care products on the market. So I've just picked out the 5 that I've got experience with today, and I'll talk you through what I like about each of those and my favourites. And actually my 5th favourite product was by Lush. Actually, I've just been on their website this morning to do a bit of research ahead of this episode, and Lush seem to have discontinued the free vegan sun lotion products that they had. So I'll keep an eye out on that, see if they're gonna bring something back in their place or whether they're just discontinuing them altogether. I did think, so that obviously they were in position number 5 for me, so they weren't my favourite product. But I do hope they do bring something back, because it was good to be able to get vegan sun lotions in a kind of shop that's on every high street. But anyway, hopefully they'll bring something back. In terms of other products, so most of them I have examples of here, but the only one I don't have is the sun lotion I've put in position number 4. So position number 4 is a company called Yoah, which is spelled Y-O-A-H. I used their sun lotion for years and years. I used to use their Factor 15 and their Factor 30 sun lotions, which are Vegan Society approved, and they've got the UVA and UVB protection, which is true of all of the sun lotions that I'm going to talk about today. Now, in terms of smell, Yoah was hands down my favourite sun lotion. It smells amazing. I don't even know, they don't really smell like coconut so much. They smell, and they do have different scents between the 2 factors, but they smell like cake. They just smell amazing. They're really good. The reason that I'm putting them in position number 4 is because, well, 2 reasons actually. One is they are very thick, particularly the Factor 30, so I found them quite difficult to spread on my skin. And now, in fairness, I do think that is because the products are sunblocks rather than sun lotions, and they give you a really good level of protection. Even the Factor 15, and I'm obviously very fair, I burn quite easily, but even the Factor 15, I got a really good level of protection with that. But and I guess actually they'd probably be really good if you've got kids and you want to give them like a high level of protection. But nevertheless, for me, I did find them a little bit awkward. But the main reason I'm putting them in position number 4 is because I did find on some of the holidays I went on, I'd use their sun lotions and they'd give me like pimples on my forehead and things. Now, in fairness, as I've mentioned before, I do have really oily skin, so I think that's probably part of it. And actually, I guess I could probably get away with using the Yoah sun lotion on my body and then using one of the other sun lotions I'm going to talk about on my face. But I suspect if you had dry skin, you'd probably love them, because they've got this really thick formula that's going to be really moisturising on your skin and give you good protection. But if you've got oily skin like me, probably best to avoid putting them on your face. The other products I'm going to talk about, I have examples of, because obviously they're my top 3, so they're my favourite products. So my third favourite product is, I don't know how to pronounce this at all, but it's Umike, I don't know. It's spelled OMUCI, and as with all products always, I'll put some links on the video so you can see. Now, I've got their factor 30, but I think they start at factor 15. UVA and UVB, this one spreads really nicely. It's not like really watery, but it's a nice sort of easy to spread consistency. It's got a very light scent. It doesn't smell like coconut. I expect it just smells kind of neutral, I guess, but very subtle. The reason that I'm putting this in third position is because they don't have any certifications in terms of, or as far as I could see on their website, in terms of Vegan Society approval, PETA or cruelty-free approved. If you don't know what that means, I talk about this in detail in episode 5, so it might be worth kind of having a look at that. Now, they say they're vegan, and I'm pretty confident that they are vegan, because if you go to their website, and I think this is why they're called Nothing Tied, they list every single ingredient that's in their product, so you can see that it's vegan. But nevertheless, I do think that as a vegan consumer, it's really good when brands do have the Vegan Society approval or cruelty-free approval. Just gives you that extra level of confidence, and it saves you time kind of, you know, Googling things and doing the research. So that's the only reason I'm putting that in position number 3, but it is a really good sun lotion. Then in number 2, so actually what I've got here is an after sun lotion, but I have used their sun lotions as well. This is Lebara, so it's Vegan Society approved. You do have to be careful with Lebara, not all of their products are vegan. I did get caught out once before because I think I bought a lip gloss from them and it had like beeswax in it. So I think it's just, again, I talk about this in detail in episode 5, but it's just kind of remembering that when something has cruelty-free certification, that kind of applies to the whole brand. But when something's Vegan Society approved, it just applies to that product. It doesn't mean that all products from that company are Vegan Society approved. And I still forget that, so it's really easy to get caught out. But this is this after sun lotion and their sun lotions are lovely products. Spread really well, again, subtle scent, and I've used these lots over the years. The after sun's really moisturising if you do kind of accidentally get burnt. And yeah, and as I said, it's Vegan Society approved. The final product, which is my favourite sun lotion, is by Green People, and it's called Edelweiss. I've got the factor 15 here. The reason that I'm putting this in first position is because it has Vegan Society and cruelty-free approval. So, you know, again, as a consumer, it gives you confidence that it's a vegan cruelty-free product. But apart from that, you know, it's kind of on a par with the other 2 really. It spreads really nicely, subtle scent, doesn't give me any kind of pimples or anything on my T-zone. So it's a really good product. So that's all of the sun lotions I was going to talk to you about. Obviously, I guess a good alternative to an after sun lotion is to use like aloe vera, or sometimes I like to kind of use a bit of coconut oil on my skin when I get out of the bath or shower, but then you do have to be careful when you're using oils and then going out in the sun. Obviously make sure you wash them off really well, otherwise you're gonna cook. The only other product I wanted to talk to you about, which isn't a sun care product, but I thought I didn't mention this in episode 2 where I talk about travel tips, and I thought it was probably worth mentioning here, is this insect repellent. Now this is the only vegan insect repellent I've used. I'm sure there are others, but it's the only one I've bought over the years. And it's by a company called Incognito. And it's DEET free and it's Vegan Society approved. So if you are, again, I suppose for most of us it's probably not going to be applicable for a little while, but if you are going anywhere where you need to get away from the mozzies, this is a really good product to be using. So I hope that was informative and helpful and helps you kind of stay safe in the sun, but also have a bit of confidence that you're using some vegan and cruelty-free products. Let me know what you think as always, and if you've got examples of other products out there, which I'm sure lots of people will, please comment, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you want to follow me on Facebook or Twitter, I'm at Vegan Veteran UK. So thank you so much as always for watching, and please let me know what you'd like to see in the coming weeks. Thanks everyone, bye.